Let us see how a typical cost sheet will look like. What we are going to see now is a simple cost sheet. It is not a detailed one, but a simple cost sheet. We'll have provision for two columns. One column for particulars, the other one is for amount. See, the cost sheet will start with direct material. So I'll write here direct material. We would be writing the amount here. Then you'll have direct labor. We'll write the amount here. Then direct expenses. So all the three costs, which are direct material, direct labor and direct expenses, we together call them as direct cost, and they also have another name that is called as prime cost. So we'll take the total. It is nothing but total of all the three elements. Now with this prime cost, we will add what is known as production overheads. This is the first element of indirect cost. So we will add factory or production overheads. It is also otherwise called as works overhead, manufacturing overhead, production overhead. Various names are available. So we will add them. So with prime cost, we will add factory or production overhead, and now what we get is called as factory cost. Now what we have is factory cost, or it is also called as works cost. So till this three, what we have is direct cost, and we have started the indirect cost with factory overheads. Then with factory cost, we would be adding what is known as admin overhead. There are some other names for admin overhead. They can also be called as office overheads, general overheads, management overheads, and if there are any research and development overhead, even that could be added. So with factory cost, we would be adding admin overhead, and this could give us what is known as cost of production. This is more important because only here we reach the exact cost of production. With this cost of production, we would be adding our selling and distribution overheads. It is also called as marketing overheads. So till here you had cost of production with which you are adding your selling and distribution overhead. So now what you would reach or what you would get is known as your cost of sales. So at this point or at this juncture only you would get your cost of sales. With this you would be adding your profit, and that could eventually give your sales amount. So this is how a typical pro forma cost sheet would look like, and I'll call it as an abridged one. I would call it as an abridged one because here I have not considered the changes in stock, because when I said direct material, I've mentioned only about direct material and I have not talked what is the opening stock of material, what is the closing stock of material, and I have also not talked about opening stock of finished goods, closing stock of finished goods, opening stock of work in progress, closing everything. So this is called as abridged or a simple cost sheet. We'll see the detailed cost sheet in the next video.